Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you your weekly twin flame reading. Here are some of the cards, the main cards that I will be utilizing in this reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope that you'll stay and become a permanent addition to the Good Vibrations community. If you would like to join me on my other platforms, such as Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, please go into my description box where you will find all the links to be directly connected to each platform. And you can also find in the description box my website, okay? I do offer a variety of services. I offer love readings, general, love, and I also offer energy healing services such as emotion and body coding. I am a certified practitioner. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take the cards and move them to the side. What we're going to look into today, I did take a week or two off. I can't remember how long I took on dropping videos here on YouTube. I usually always drop something on my Instagram channel, okay? That's where I began my journey on social media, and it blossomed, okay? I do battle a little bit with the YouTube algorithm. I was doing really good, and then energetically, I didn't make the cut. I got tired, and when you do that, you know, the algorithm just doesn't approve of you taking a break. So that happened. All right. So energetically, both twins this week, okay, for some reason are in the Nine of Swords energy. So both counterparts, the masculine and the feminine, are currently feeling, you know, some type of anxiety. Some of them may be, you know, suffering from lack of sleep, worry. It's like a lot of fears are surfacing up. I can tell you personally that when I woke up January 1st, 2023, I woke up basically full of anxiety. And fear kept, you know, creeping in, okay? Fear kept creeping in. You know, everything was coming to the surface, okay? Worries about my career, you know, my lower back was hurting, and your lower back hurting is a sign, okay, of feeling unsupported in some type of way. Okay, and you can feel unsupported by your family, your friends. You're even allowed to feel unsupported by the universe, your spiritual team, your guides, your angels, God. You know, our society teaches us that we shouldn't, you know, feel that. You know, they shun us for feeling, you know, they almost project it as being ungrateful. Okay, the universe is saying no. You know, you're a soul, okay, that came here to go on this wild ride, this long journey. You're allowed to feel whatever you need to feel. And those people that shun you for feeling like God's not there for you, they lack perspective, okay? They're thinking very linear, all right? Because they're only coming from their own perspective and the limitations of the collective of what they've learned and how you should talk to God and how you should respond to God. If you're disappointed, if you're depressed, if you're sad, if you feel like, you know, you're not being supported by God, the universe, it's a frequency. So it knows. You don't have to say anything. In your head, whatever your thoughts are. This is what we've been talking about on the twin flame journey. It's like we quickly forget as humans that if you are on the twin flame journey, and you're having a human experience, you know, we're going to experience telepathy. Okay. And so whatever you think, usually your twin can catch on. You know, they can read your mind. Think about all the times that you were around the person, the catalyst, the spiritual flame, the facilitator. We're all most comfortable with the term twin flame. Okay. Because that's what, you know, society has basically broadcasted all over social media. Okay. Twin flame knowing your journey is one of unconditional love and opening the heart of others. Know that you have done this before, so trust your timing and union as both twins travel different inward paths. I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. This is the first time that this card's come through. So we all know, and most of us who have been listening to twin flame readings for quite some time, or information, that the twin flame journey is about awakening to your authentic self as an individual. And this means going inward, looking at the good and bad of your, you know, your own shadows. And shadow work it's not bad. A lot of people will poo-poo or fear doing the shadow work. It worries them, makes them feel bad, and makes them feel anxiety to have to look at their shadow because they think that it's all bad. But it's not just all bad. You know, some of us, it's the good and it's the positive and the negative. So your positive attributes, your positive gifts that you have here in the physical realm. Like when I began my twin flame journey in the state of Utah, it's where it began. I started getting a message that I needed to come out of the closet, and I had no idea why the universe kept telling me I needed to come out of the closet. I was like, what are they talking about? I am not in the closet. Okay. And the truth be, the connection of I needed to take off my mask and I needed to show the world who I am. Okay, I needed to take off the mask, come out of the closet, come behind, you know, but also to share this gift that I'm sharing with you today, that I needed to come out of the closet because this is who I am innately inside of me. This is a part of my being. This is part of who I am. So that's part of the knowing, you know, and opening up other people's hearts, you know, on being on the twin flame journey and being a light worker or starseed, however you want to identify yourself here in the physical plane. Remember, they're all labels, and many of the labels cause separation, okay? That's why a lot of people are moving towards the non-binary term. Because, you know, so that we're moving away from all the labels, anything that can cause separation. We're moving more into sovereignty. Okay. So, with the heart chakra, you know, opening the hearts of others, you know, most people want to overanalyze this. This is your ego. Okay. You think, oh my God, I have to become a healer. You are a healer. You don't have to become a healer. You're like, oh my God, I have to, you know, start my own healing business. I have to, you know, quit my regular conventional job. And because some of you will be, you know, moving towards that. Okay. But you don't have to do that to open other people's hearts. Listen. If you're a nurse or you're a doctor and you work in a hospital and you're a twin flame, you're a light worker, you're a starseed, your mere presence is opening the people's hearts where you're at. A lot of people think about their regular 9-to-5 jobs or their conventional traditional jobs that society, accepts, because most of society judges people. Many people in society, not most, will judge, this type of work, and will feel like you shouldn't be paid for your gift. Okay, that's a judgment. That's linear thinking. Okay, so here with so basically it's what happens. We still live in a 3D plane. Okay, what happens if all of us decide to go towards a spiritual path and, practice, only have positions that are, psychics and healers, ... Okay, you think those other jobs are just going to go away instantaneously in this lifetime? In your lifetime? No, they're not. The regular jobs like police forces, teaching, even things like the NFL, football players, movie stars, politicians, everyone. Okay. I mean, they're the ones who probably need the most unconditional love and to have their hearts opened, okay, and healed. Okay. So if we all stop leaving our traditional conventional jobs, how are we going to help people's heart chakras, to expand, to help them open their hearts? Okay. So your ego is going to tell you that you have to go a route of being, in a spiritual community, because it's going to want to complicate things for you. Okay. It's going to have you thinking that healing and opening people's hearts looks a certain way and should be a certain way. Again, that's very linear. That's, trying to put healing and heart chakra awakenings and openings into a compartment. Again, very linear thinking. Remember, your ego complicates, your soul craves simplicity. This is how simple it is, dear light worker. You go to the mall. There's hundreds, maybe even thousands of people at the mall, depending on what city, state you live in. You're walking through the mall, going in and out of stores, checking out at cash registers, Everyone that is among your energy is receiving a heart chakra awakening. Some of them will receive a very small dose because they have to be receptive. Their subconscious, their aura, their soul has to be receptive. And your energy just implants that little bit that they need. And you won't even know on an individual basis how you impacted a stranger's life. That's how simple it is. But your ego's like, let's run around, make this more difficult. Your mere presence here on earth is the facilitation, a catalyzation for humanity. Okay, it is a catalyzation and a facilitation of, heart chakra awakenings for many, many, many people. People that are on the twin flame journey are powerful heart healers. Happiness. From a distant gaze, your eyes met mine. Our heart smiled because it knew that we had found each other once again. Happiness was felt in the core of our being as this moment was our twin flame awakening. And I really love this because knowing happiness. So many people are frantically in the human realm, here on the 3D plane, the mundane plane, we're always looking for our purpose. What's our life purpose? And we want to attach it to doing something, okay? You feel like you should be doing something, and that's your ego complicating the journey, okay? I need to be doing something to make a difference. And I can make a difference by teaching, becoming a doctor. Okay, this is your own need, okay? You are saying, I need this because for some reason I don't have it. And if I become a nurse, if I become a doctor or a teacher, people will need me, okay? It's great to be needed, but that's all coming from an individual need, okay? What does the twin flame journey have? The runner and chaser, okay? The chaser feels like they need something. So they're chasing. I need your love. I can be the best person in your life. I want this type of love because, I mean, it's just so amazing. Okay, the chaser is chasing after something that they feel that they need. The runner is running away from what the other person thinks that they need. And then that dynamic starts in, and the reason that it starts is it's here to teach you something. Why are you chasing? Okay, the ego chases. The ego complicates. Why are you running? The ego runs. The ego complicates. So the runner chaser dynamic is here to teach you about your own shadows, what needs to be healed, okay? Because in truth, we already are those things. Our soul is everything that we're chasing and, you know, chasing. Okay, our shadow is everything that we're running from, that we're resisting. Okay, what did you come here for? It's very simple. Okay, you know happiness, but your human resists this happiness because you know, your ego wants to tell you that you need to have a life purpose, okay? You can't just be. I mean, and that's how simple it is. Your life purpose is just to be happy, not to be here, worried, full of anxiety, not being able to sleep, feeling sad, feeling mental anguish, always being in your head, stuck in pain. It's part of the journey because it's part of the experience. It's if you're someone who is able to self-reflect and and really think about why am I feeling this way? What can I do to change? Okay, let's look at the energy for, let's see, where are we at? And again, both twins travel different inward paths, okay? Both twins travel different inward paths. All right, we have the masculine energy here with the Ace of Swords, okay? So the masculine is the, I hate when that happens, the Ace of Swords. So currently the masculine is definitely either having a breakthrough or is trying to gain some type of clarity, okay? I do feel that if they haven't had this breakthrough recently or at the present moment, that this breakthrough is coming, okay? It's gonna come through. Now, they're trying to focus on something. I don't know what they're focusing on. Maybe a new beginning. They're just wanting to get more clarity, about something in their life. the universe is trying to hand them that breakthrough, okay? A lot of times, because of our, humanness, we can't help it. We're souls, we're spirits, experiencing, having a human experience. Sometimes we don't see when the universe is handing us an idea. We miss it in our head because we think we're crazy. I'm mentally ill, I'm hearing voices, whatever. We'll start to think that we're crazy. Again, back to that telepathic communication. The universe will telepathically communicate with us. The feminine energy is the Eight of Cups. So the feminine energy is walking away from something, okay? Something, someone, a job, okay? She's being redirected in a different direction, okay? Now, it could be that she's trying to gain clarity as to why the masculine energy shut down on her, cut her out of her life, abandoned her. Okay, so here we do have a little bit of abandonment issues that still need to be cleared out. Okay, you will be successful at that. I wouldn't, worry too much. My emotion and body coding energy healing system can help you release these abandonment wounds that you may still be harboring. But the universe wants to remind the feminine, listen, okay, you may feel rejected in some type of way. You may be worried. You feel like you're moving more away from happiness than you are actually coming towards it. The universe is saying you're wrong. You're walking towards your happiness, okay? You just don't know it yet, okay? Because it hasn't made its presence to you in the physical world, because you're still pondering on possibly being in separation and focusing more, putting more of your mental energy towards reconciliation. And the universe is like, hey, you have to go this way for now. But it wants to remind you that rejection is merely redirection. And this is something that you need to think about in all your endeavors here in the physical plane. Okay, how many of us lose someone or something like a job that we really loved and we thought, hey, that was my life purpose, that I just really felt like I should be here, but really you were more attached to the security, the comfort, the monetary gain that you were receiving from that position, but it didn't really fulfill you. It didn't really make you happy. And the universe is like, you're not being rejected. You're just merely being redirected, okay? So the universe, your higher self, knows exactly what you want, but your ego wants to keep you here, okay? In this state of mind, okay? Okay, we have karmic ties. I'm struggling with codependency. I'm afraid to let go of my old coping mechanisms. Absolutely. So karmic ties and coping mechanisms, I find that most of the people that I work with in my field, whether it's, in tarot or energy healing, suffer from codependency, okay, and people pleasing. And lack of boundaries, not being able to say no, energetically, running themselves dry, and this makes them, and they're also empaths, this makes them also more attractive to, toxic energies, you know, because toxic energies, usually codependency will put people in toxic situations because the codependent person does not recognize that codependency is a shadow and it's a toxic coping mechanism. It's not a healthy mechanism. Okay. So if you're on this journey, this shadow must be cleared. Okay. Then we have union. The same energy flows in each of us. This energy is the catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. Yeah, you can't force this, okay? It doesn't matter how much you try. If you try to force it, the runner-chaser dynamic continues. The obsession, you know, and usually it's the chaser who's the really, you know, crazy obsessed person, okay? And I have known people, okay, who actually become obsessed and crazy on the twin flame journey, believing that somebody is their twin flame and it's not their twin flame. I have had multiple, now this has slowed down probably because I've shut so many of them down. But in the past, when I started my Instagram platform, I mean, it was insane on how many men thought I was their twin flame, okay? And it was actually very disturbing for me. And this was one of the reasons I wanted to quit quit doing readings on twin flames, because I did not want to add to this shadow, to this darkness of these obsessions, okay? Especially if people were not mentally stable, okay? So you have to remember that this is why it's so vital for you as an individual to heal, okay? The obsession stage is not a healthy stage. The runner and chaser dynamic is also not a healthy stage. It's, you know, the obsession stage is where the, you know, it comes either right after or at the same time as the love bombing stage. Okay, you know, where you're both in a bubble and you're totally obsessed with each other, or, you know, you feel obsessed with them, because we never know if it's really reciprocated, okay? Or I can't say that, that's not true. Some people's experience, it's automatically reciprocated. You go into a bubble stage and you have, you know, a connection for, you know, a little while, and then all of a sudden, you know, things start to go haywire and you go through a separation stage. The separation stage is here to help you heal. It's not a punishment. It is saying, okay, now it's time for you to level up and it's time for you to do the work. Okay, let's keep going. I've hurt you, and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me someday and understand I was reacting in fear. And look at this, 2, 3, 4. Fear clearly shows up in this Nine of Swords energy, okay? And what is fear? It's connected to ego, okay? It's connected to the shadow. Will we, as humans, experience fear often? Yeah, we will, okay? We have 10. I long for your kisses and your touch. And we have 5. This is cool. I can't really fully be there for you as long as this other person is in my life. I know it's hard for you, but I have to go through this experience in order to heal. Yeah. So the way I'm going to do this is just like this, because you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because the 10 rounds down to a 1. Okay. So yeah, some people are involved with other people, and that's just, you know, and I know that's very difficult, okay, to hear. But this is part of their experience, okay? It's part of their life lesson. it's part of their, you know, catalyzation and heart chakra awakening. Maybe they're awakening this person's heart, okay? And it was in, you know, for some reason it was in their karmic contract to come back together this lifetime, you know. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay. And I think that that's for whether you're the masculine energy or the feminine energy. Ooh. I had a bunch of cards just flip out. So let me see what we got. We have romance, Cupid's arrow strikes, and we have the past is behind you. Release it, embrace it, new possibility, and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith, okay? So for some of you, there may be a new romance coming in or a, you know, them coming back, okay? But a new path is available to you, and that's basically what the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups is saying, because the Eight of Cups is moving in a new direction, and the Ace of Swords is about a new beginning, okay? And it will be successful. It will be victorious, okay? So you're moving in the right direction. All right, zodiacs that potentially could be your twin flame. Please remember that zodiacs and initials are additions to all my readings. They're bonuses. If your person's zodiac or initials does not show up, or you don't receive a lot of information from the tablets, you know, just take the portion that resonated with you, take that piece of the puzzle, and, you know, put it aside, put it in your pocket as you continue on this journey, getting little bits and pieces of information for you to hang on to and embrace, okay? We have Taurus showing up. We have Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Aries, okay? And then we have MA, which I believe could be Maine, TX, which is Texas, PA, I think is Pennsylvania, UT, Utah. We have a lot of, we have K, I, V, C, and F and W. So California, Virginia, did I say Utah, Kansas, Wisconsin? Okay, I think I got as many as I can see right now. Names that I see right away are Matt, Max, Pat. The UK, somebody may live in the UK. Amy, but with an I, A-M-I, okay? So if your name or your person's name is M-A-Y, it is not them, okay? Watt or Watts, I see Air Force. Someone could be a captain in the Air Force. Kim, cat, we have C-A-T as cat, so somebody may own a cat. May have a preference to cats, may not like cats, but the cat is very, you know, knows how to navigate, okay, through the illusions, through the darkness. It can see, okay, very well through in the darkness. So when you think about Earth and you think about the 3D world, you know, you're traveling in a space that often looks like there's a lot of darkness, okay? Anxiety, fears, war, pain, sadness, and grief. But that's because that's what Earth feels like. Like that's, you know, a lot of humans are more comfortable in that energy. But that's not what you came here for. You came here to be happy. That's your life purpose. That's your soul purpose. Your soul purpose, your birthright is to be happy. Everything else, you know, is just part of the journey. Okay. I mean, I understand that life is going to throw us some pretty hard punches here in the physical plane, you know, losing people that we love through either separation, divorces, you know, endings of friendships, and, you know, people, you know, obviously physically leaving the earth plane, you know, and passing away. So it's understandable that, and you have every right to hurt when that happens. We have Tim, something about taxi. So somebody may be a taxi driver. I know that we don't really have like taxis that much anymore. We do have more Ubers, and so that could be it. They could be like an Uber driver, or what's the other one? Let's see, what else do I see? Anything else? There was some type of mix-up, because I have M-I-X and then up. So there's some type of mix-up happening, okay? Maybe you left off, you know, in a conversation and it created more of a mix-up, you know, in the connection. Something about a map, M-A-P, okay? Now, when I say map, a lot of us will think literal, like linear, like a map, okay? But I feel like it's a compass, like readings are, okay? They're maps, they're puzzles, they're a compass to bring you little tidbits of information. The only way you can get full information, like directly directed towards you, is for you to receive a personal one-on-one reading, okay? That's the only way. Listening to readings like this will bring in other energies, okay? The energies that need to come in to listen to the information. All right, guys, I love you so much. Please be nice to my friend, okay? Who's my friend you are. Please remember to hit that like button, and if you enjoy my readings and you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscription button, and I will see you next week, okay? Thank you.